In this video, I will guide you through the step-by-step application process for the Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship. I explain the scholarship application in an easy and detailed step-by-step guide. I have seen comments from applicants on previous videos, and I discussed all you need to ensure a successful application in this video. I clarified all the required steps, including tips for writing your essays, course requirements, and all the information about the documents required for application. So, make sure to watch the entire video so that you won't miss any important step and to be sure your application is submitted correctly. But before I dive in, make sure to subscribe to our channel for the latest updates on scholarship opportunities. In a previous video, I covered the Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship, discussing its benefits, eligibility criteria, and application timeline. If you missed that video, you can find it in the pop-up above or check the description below. This video is divided into various sections to ease your application. You can use the timestamp in the description below to navigate to the parts you deem necessary for your application. To begin your application, visit the official website at www.stipendiumhungaricum.hu. Once on the homepage, click the green Apply for Stipendium Hungaricum button to access the online application page. At the top right corner, click the Sign in/Register button to proceed. If you're a new user, click the I am a new applicant button to register your account for the Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship. If you already have an account, enter your email address in the provided field and enter your password on the subsequent page to log into your account. On the following page, enter your email address and click Continue to move forward with the application process. A mail will be sent by Dream ID to the email address you provided. Open the mail and click the Register button to continue. On the next page, input your full name as it appears on your passport and choose a strong password for your account. Then click Register. Once it loads, choose your citizenship. If you have a reference code, enter it. Then scroll down to tick all the agreement boxes and click Continue. You'll be directed to your Stipendium Hungaricum account dashboard. On the left section of the page, find available study programs by clicking the Find Program link. You can also search for universities and their requirements by clicking the Browse Institutions page. To view ongoing or submitted applications, click the My Application link. Check new messages from Stipendium Hungaricum on the inbox page. To start your application, click the More Search Options link. Search available study courses based on your preferences such as study level, planned academic year, study mode which is either full degree or partial, and study language. Narrow down your choices by typing your course of interest in the search box. You can also be more specific by selecting your study level, academic terms, study mode, and preferred language of instruction. Click Find Programs button and browse through the list of programs and institutions available for your country. Applicants can apply for 2 study programs, either 2 different courses at the same university or the same course at different universities. Once you find the university and course of your choice, click the Apply Now button to add it to your application. To add more study choices, click the Add More Choices button. Note that the program selected should be in order of preference, with the first choice considered a priority. You can click on the courses you chose to check information about the university, the entry requirements, countries that are eligible for the program, language requirements, and all other information related to the courses. Please carefully decide on the order of program preferences. This order cannot be changed after the deadline or after submitting your online application. You can use the arrow up and arrow down button to change the course priority. Once you've made your selections, save your work and move to the Profile section. Here, answer questions related to your personal data. Make sure the information you provided are accurate, as incorrect information can render your application useless. Then select your gender and country of residence. For the identification document type, choose passport if you're using your passport number, or ID card if you prefer to use your ID card number. Input your ID number, issue date, expiry date, and the country of issue. Next, enter your parents' information, provide your date of birth, country of birth, and specify your place of birth address. Upload your passport photograph in the provided space. Then save your application and proceed to the next section. In the contact section, complete all required fields marked with red stars. Input your address information, including house number, street address, city, state, and country. Enter your phone number with the country code, and if you have a Skype ID, provide it. If you don't have a Skype ID, create one using your email. Include emergency contact information, including the name, email address, telephone number, and their relation to you. Ensure that your emergency telephone number differs from any other contact in your application. Save your application and move on to the education section. In the education section, chronologically list your current and previous educational experiences, starting from secondary or high school to the highest level of university education. Input the official name of your institution and the level of education. For master's or doctorate students, specify the course studied, while high school students or graduates can simply input high school in the field. Then, state the scientific discipline of your studies if applicable. Indicate the status of your study as valid, suspended, or finished. Select the start date of your study at the particular institution, and indicate the date you graduated or your expected graduation date. Enter the normal duration of study at this institution. Choose the mode of study, full degree studies for on-campus classes on workdays, partial or exchange studies for short-term programs abroad, and distance mode for online or weekend classes. Specify the financing source, whether it was free, state-financed, or self-financed by you or your parents. Provide the country, city, and full address of the study location. If your school uses the GPA format, enter your GPA and the scale. Use the Insert New Block button to add information for any other schools attended. Answer questions related to studying in Hungary appropriately, and save your work before moving on. In the language section, indicate your proficiency in languages. Choose your native language or, if not available, select another official language of your home country that you speak fluently. Specify your proficiency level, years of study or experience, and provide details about language test dates. To add other languages to your application, please click the Insert New Language here, and then provide the required information. Select whether you want to pursue your desired degree in Hungarian. If you choose no, you'll need to participate in a one-year preparatory course, while selecting yes indicates sufficient language proficiency, requiring proof of Hungarian as a foreign language to be uploaded. Save your application and proceed to the next section. In the Work Experience section, which is optional, insert relevant work experiences by clicking Insert New Block. If you have multiple positions, provide details for the 4 to 5 most relevant to your application. You can leave the space empty if you don't have any job experience. For the Activities section, please input details about your most important activities that could support your application. For example, we suggest listing all volunteering and extracurricular activities that are related to your studies or professional development. You may also list sports and hobbies, but only those you deemed relevant for your application. Please make sure to fill this section out properly and in detail in case you have any relevant experience that could contribute to your application. Once you are done with this section, save your application and proceed. The next section concerns residence abroad, and it is optional for applicants who haven't stayed abroad for more than a month. However, if you have stayed abroad for over a month, you must fill in this section, specifying your reasons for staying and the duration of your stay. The next is the reference section, where you will provide details about your referee. Enter the referee's full name and email address. Ensure you have contacted the person before using his or her details. Note that an invitation email will be sent to the email address of the referee you provided. The referee will fill an online evaluation form for you, so make sure that the referee whose details you provide is someone that knows you well and can attest to your personal, academic, and professional goals. Click Ask for a Reference button to initiate this process. Following this, you'll proceed to the Motivation Letter section, which is crucial in the application process. This letter, which should be between 1,500 and 4,000 characters, holds significant weight as it forms the first impression universities have of you. Pay careful attention to detail while preparing it. Address the reasons for wanting to come and study in Hungary, written in English, Hungarian, or the language of the selected study program. Address it to the Hungarian higher education institution to which you are applying. Structure the letter with easily separable parts: introduction, content, and closing salutation. The motivation letter should cover several key points. Firstly, explain why you chose to apply to this program. Secondly, elaborate on why you applied to study in Hungary. Thirdly, explain what you expect to gain from your studies. Fourthly, clarify how your background makes you a suitable candidate. Fifthly, describe how the program will help you achieve your career aims and future goals. Sixthly, explain how your proposed study relates to a specific global, national, or local development challenge or need. Seventhly, outline how you plan to utilize your new skills and qualifications upon returning home. Lastly, address any challenges you anticipate while studying abroad and how you plan to prepare for them. Ensure your motivation letter is unique and creative to leave a positive impression on those reviewing it during the selection process. Also, beware of using artificial intelligence to craft your essay, as it is considered an academic offense and can ultimately disqualify your application. For doctoral degree programs, ensure that your motivation letter incorporates all pertinent details about your professional research plan. Clearly state why you wish to pursue doctoral studies in Hungary, providing compelling reasons for the significance of your research, supported by valid and academically proven arguments. Additionally, explain how your previous experience is connected to the research you intend to conduct. In the Documents section, upload scanned versions of your original application documents, including the motivation letter, proof of language proficiency, school certificates, transcripts, and passport in the designated space. Here are all you should know regarding the documents required. Motivation letter. This is a crucial document where you express your passion, goals, and reasons for choosing Hungary and the specific program you're applying for. It should be at least 1 page long, typed in Times New Roman 12-point font, and written in the language of your chosen program or Hungarian. Proof of language proficiency. This demonstrates your ability to understand and communicate effectively in the program's language. Scan the original document. Make sure it meets the minimum level set by your chosen university, and translate it if needed. If your previous studies were in the program's language, you can provide proof of that instead. School certificates and translations. If you are applying for the bachelor's degree program, you are required to provide a scanned copy of the original high school graduation certificate. Master's applicants are required to provide a copy of their bachelor's degree certificate or its equivalent. One-tier master's degree applicants are expected to provide a copy of their high school graduation certificate or its equivalent. Please make sure these documents are translated if they are not in English or Hungarian, and attach a copy of the translated documents along with the original one. Transcript of records and translations. The transcript showcases your academic performance in previous studies. Upload a copy of your transcript for all semesters or years from the highest level of education you have attended, and their translation if needed. Copy of identification document. If you have a passport, scan the data page. If not, scan your national ID card. Ensure the page displays both your personal details and photograph. Acceptance of statement for application. You must accept this statement within the online application system. No scanned or signed copies are needed. This is the agreement statement you accepted while creating your online application, so you don't need to upload any document here. Medical certificate. This document is due by April 15, 2024. This is mandatory only if you're nominated by your sending partner. It's a scanned copy of a medical certificate confirming your satisfactory health condition. The certificate must be issued and signed by a physician, addressing the listed diseases on the form. It must be recently issued, no earlier than November 1, 2023. While you can upload it from the application period start, the deadline for nominated applicants is April 15th. Additional documents for arts and music applicants. You must submit an art or music portfolio showcasing your talent and upload it via the online application system by January 15th. If your portfolio exceeds 4 megabytes, upload a document containing links where it can be downloaded. Special requirements for self-financed, fee-paying students reapplying. If you're currently studying in a Hungarian university at the application deadline and reapplying for the same level, you need a recommendation from your Hungarian host university. Contact your university to discuss their willingness to recommend you. If recommended, request a recommendation letter and upload it by March 15, 2024. While all documents are mandatory, certain documents can be uploaded after the application deadline if the applicant couldn't obtain them by then. In such cases, a signed declaration stating the intent to obtain and upload missing documents latest by August 1, 2024 is required. Tempus Public Foundation doesn't provide a form for this declaration. You can write it yourself. This applies to high school certificate for high school students in their final semester, bachelor's degree certificate for undergraduate students applying for a master's program and are in their final semester. In this case, they must upload both their high school certificate and a declaration. Master's Degree Certificate for doctoral applicants in their final semester of their master's degree program. In this instance, a copy of their bachelor's degree certificate alongside their declaration is required. Also, certificate of language proficiency may be uploaded later for applicants awaiting their test results. Lastly, a copy of valid passport is required for applicants awaiting issuance. Note that the declaration must be uploaded by January 15, 2024. Missing documents must be uploaded by August 1, 2024. No missing document will be accepted if the declaration is not uploaded by this date or if the missing documents are not uploaded by August 1, 2024, resulting in automatic rejection of the application. Additional tips: ensure all documents are in PDF format and within the 4 MB size limit. Double-check document requirements for your specific program level and chosen university. Start gathering documents early to avoid last-minute stress. Follow the application instructions carefully and submit complete documentation by the deadlines. Proceed to the checklist section, accessible by clicking on the tasks section in the dark green column on the left side of the page. This checklist provides a comprehensive overview of tasks to be completed during the application process. Click on each item to view the specific documents required for upload. After uploading the necessary documents, select the appropriate option for each task. Save your application and move on to the next section. In the provided box, disclose any information that may impact your application. If there are medical details you wish the university to be aware of, you can specify them in the designated box. Choose how you discovered the information that led you to apply from the provided drop-down menu. If you wish to share additional relevant information about yourself, use the space provided. Once your application is complete and thoroughly reviewed, submit it and await the results. If you require assistance during the application process, feel free to contact me through the provided links in the description below.